Is that supposed to be James Gunn? He got really old.
Dear, oh dear. So we got some Superman Legacy leaks, reveal plot, villain, etc. But some of this has been debunked by James Gunn, but not 100%. So we'll dive into this today.
That's some horrible AI Superman. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I know.
Why did they fix the cape, man? What the fuck?
I don't know. So Superman Legacy leaks have hit the net for James Gunn's launch of the DCU, starring David Corenswet as the Man of Steel, revealing possible plot details and the villain of the movie. So the info isn't totally new, as a lot below has already been said that includes mention of Superman in the Middle East, as well as Brainiac. So this is the interesting stuff. The Middle East thing has allegedly been debunked by James Gunn, but the wording doesn't necessarily mean that that it is fully debunked. So we'll get to that as well. And it says, I'm wondering if Gunn rewrote part of the script, as the Middle East is obviously a sensitive topic right now, because of course it is Gaza, Israel, etc. So Gunn denies the rumor as a fan question on Instagram. Please tell us the terrorist threat in the Middle East storyline rumor isn't true. Gunn replied, it isn't true. Now, what part of that is he debunking? Is it in the Middle East? Is it the terrorist threat? Is it? It's so vague. It could be a nondescript Arab-esque place like Black Adam's location was. We just don't actually know. Like, it's not actually saying anything really. But anyway, let's take a look. Right. So what are the leaks? Come from Viewer Anon, says, heard some stuff about Superman Legacy. I trust the source, but this stuff is always fuzzy. Superman's early in his career and isn't widely known. His big public reveal happens in the Middle East, where terrorists have gotten a hold of Kryptonian tech. Waller and Sam Lane send in the authority to investigate, and they believe Superman is responsible. Superman learned of the tech in the Fortress of Solitude and hopes it will be the missing puzzle piece to discover where he comes from. Anyway, the big bad is Brainiac behind everything. As said in the first post, I trust the source, but it's all a game of telephone with info passed ear to ear. So we'll see how much of this, if anything, pans out. Sounds solid to me, though, if it's true. And then there's 2 extra bits reported. Madison Beer tried out for the movie. It said the role is likely Eve Teschmacher, which may have gone to Dove Cameron. But there's also some other statements is that Waller and Sam send in So they send in the authority to investigate, and one of the villains is also a member of the authority as well. What do we think?
Miss Tessmacher.
Yuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I buy this.
I hope this is wrong.
Maybe not.
Is that it? That's your thoughts? Don't buy it.
I don't know. It sounds so muddled. I expect better out of James Gunn, I guess, at the end of the day. I don't know. It's a little too early for me to trust any kind of fucking leak, because I don't think anybody but James Gunn and very select few people have read this script.
Well, yeah.
I highly even doubt for the auditions they either got completely unrelated lines or they got lines from the Donner Superman or something like that.
Well, yeah.
I highly doubt James Gunn would want any of this leaking out yet.
Yeah, I have a feeling it was all Donner
lines.
Say
that. Yeah. No, you say that though. But the rumors and leaks about casting have come true. So there's clearly plot points circulating around.
Casting is different than plot points, though, I guess. I mean, is what I'm saying, though. Like, that's my point is that he can cast somebody without any of those people seeing the script until they're actually ready to shoot. See, that's the thing, is you can use other things to cast somebody with, and unless you're somebody who's high up on the food chain, you can't demand shit. Right? Like, there's even some big A-list actors who don't even get to read these scripts as a whole. Right? So they don't even know half the time what's going on in most of them.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, he's pretty much going to already be established in the movie, like doing this thing. They're not
really. He's going to be a bit of a nobody. It's what they say. He's early in his career. Not many people really know who he is.
So it's like another origin story.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but no. According to James Gunn, it's not an origin story, even though it very clearly is an origin story.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says isn't widely known. So we know that. We knew that anyway. So I don't know. I don't know whether I buy it. Let's run on the premise that this is true. What do we actually think if this is true?
I don't know if I trust him to get
Good
Superman
direction
right.
Bad direction to go in.
I mean, for me, I'd like to see him already established and everybody knows who he is. He's, it's just I don't know about this. Hardly anybody knows him. He's trying to find out where he came from, all this sort of thing. It's like we've seen that story already several times. Why would you be doing this again?
Batman origin, we see it all the time. We know it.
Yeah, we don't need to see that again. We don't need to see Spider-Man origin again. These characters have been around for so long. If you don't know the origin story, you've been living under a rock by now.
Yeah. Culture, if true, what do you think?
Boo. I mean, I have no excitement here. First of all, I'm with Tom. I don't think we got the actual, any of the actual settings or any of the actual script. I don't think it's left, the safe or wherever Gunn happens to keep it, his laptop or whatnot. And if any of these are accurate, or if it all turns out to be accurate, also boo. So it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I knew this was
not a lot of positivity here.
Yeah, normally I'm more positive about stuff, right? Especially first look and everything. I mean, the cast looks like it might be all right, except there's too many.
Not only that, their prediction for Miss Tessmacher wasn't even close. If That's what true. We got here is true.
Yeah,
we got Sarah Sampiano, however you say that fucking name, and they got two other names here that they predicted, and yeah, neither one of them are the names.
True.
So,
yeah. All right. Well, but if true,
I'm not saying it's not. There's not any truth to it, but I wonder if we're just not getting little mixed bits, true. and they are even hedging it quite a bit, so it feels like there might have been some rewrites in between. Yeah.
Context.
That's true. But yeah, not massively positive on it. Is what I'm sensing from everyone, which is fine because I agree. I'm not enamored with it anyway.
I mean, I guess I don't necessarily have an issue with it other than this excessive use of all these other characters. Like, why can't it just be a super?
I'd say the excessive use of the Middle East, for goodness sake. Like,
well, they said they already wrote that out, probably. So,
well, yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, but that's just generic. Like,
but to me, that feels a lot like Man of Steel's plot, almost. At least that portion of it, right? Like, because he turns on the ship, and that's what signals to Zod that he's there, and all that shit. And then you have them meeting up in the desert there with the all that stuff sounds very similar to Man of Steel. So I'm just kind of going,
yeah, it does, yeah.
I doubt they're going to try and do anything remotely like Man of Steel. I have a feeling in that respect and they're doing a heavy duty job trying to cast very classic versions of these people, like the kid they got playing Jimmy Olsen. I mean, come on. I mean, how much closer can you get? Because I think he's one of the people that I said I would love to see play the role. Yeah. And I'm just sitting here going, this cast is pretty damn good. Like, I'm curious to see what he's gotten in mind here with this. And he's been talking a lot of, Richard Donner stuff and stuff like that. And he's been posting some stuff to let everybody know. I think he's going to bring the trunks back as well. So it'll be a more classic look Superman, I bet. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what he pulled
on that. I think he said he wasn't decided on the trunk.
No, I think he said he already made his decision, but he was asking people what they thought. That's what I think he worded it as. I remember that tweet.
Right.
And he showed all those posters. All those posters have Superman in the trunks.
True.